Man, it's Ball Head Reason. I am your host, Tim Harvey. I got my boys in the house tonight. Sheldon Ando Anderson, happy birthday, brother. What's up to you, man?
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Right on, right on. Lil, what's going on, baby? How we doing, man?
Not too much. What's happening? What's happening, everybody?
Man, I can't call nothing. Watch dog. What's happening, baby?
Oh, baby, I ain't doing that, man. Chilling a little bit. I was out there in the backyard.
Man, with Keita in the house. Hey, right before we went on air, man, you know, Lil said he need to hold that bet, dog. He need to hold that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you, man.
The world need to see me pull up in that thing this weekend, man. That thing clean. Hey, what you say about it, Harv, man? What you say about it?
I got you.
I told him that thing so clean, man. You can't even get mosquito lint on that thing. That's how clean it is.
Mosquito lint.
You know what I'm saying? You can't even see that mosquito lint, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's clean. That's clean right there, dog.
Clean, man.
That's clean right there.
I love it.
I'll go mosquito lint.
That's clean right there, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get it in, though. But I know how you roll. So check it out, man. We're going to jump right into the big show, man. Tonight's segment, we're going to jump in the first segment. It's going to be this or that, and it is sponsored by New Spot Alert ATL. You need to follow that New Spot Alert ATL on Instagram, man, for all your, goods and service and culinary needs, baby. Because we out here all over the world, not just in Atlanta. Plug, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get that in. And also, just to get you guys started, man, at the end, we get that social media out there for y'all to get that. But you can email us questions and comments at ballheadreasoner@gmail.com, and we'll answer any questions you guys got or any comments. We take everything in stride on here. You know what I'm saying? So y'all hit us up. So we're going to jump right into this or that, man. Tonight's this or that first topic is in their prime, watchdog. Who you taking, man? T-Mac or Kevin Durant?
Woo! He think deep.
I know that's a rough one right there.
It is. That's tough there. In their prime now.
Yeah,
in their prime.
And you got to go to T-Mac.
Okay. Why? Elaborate.
I mean, you got to think about the time that he played. Right.
Okay.
And just the sheer tenacity and the domination that he brought to the court. You got to look at how he played. His mindset was like, I'm coming in, I'm gonna show you. You may think I'm this, I can't play, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make you a believer in the T-Mac theory. You're gonna become a bandwagon. Anytime you see me, you're gonna be buying me something to eat. You're gonna get my ice cream for me. I want Frank Vanilla.
He was a bad man.
Hey, he bad. Hey, in the prime.
He was a bad man.
You got to look at that.
So, Lil, what you think about that? What you think about it?
Oh, dog, I'm going the other direction, man. I'm KD all day. I'm
KD?
KD all day.
Well, lay down the boogie, baby. Break it down for me.
I'm gonna tell you. KD's 7 feet tall. I know they list him at 6'9", 6'10", some different places or whatever. That dude's 7 feet tall, man. 7 feet tall, knocking down threes, handling the ball, inside, outside, no matter mid-range, no matter what it is. And the biggest thing for me is this. So don't get me wrong now. I love T-Mac. You know, T-Mac, that joker was a beast. All right. Jumping over you, going through you, going around you. Gonna dunk on your head, gonna lay it up, whatever. He can do it all. But the thing that sold me on KD more so than T-Mac is, so when T-Mac got injured, when he was in his prime and he got injured, or he started to have those injuries, he didn't have nothing to fall back on, man. His game was either jump over you and dunk on you, or, get to the rack. He didn't have any type of, I ain't gonna say any type. I shouldn't say that. He did have, pull-up game. He can knock down some shots. KD, when he got hurt, he came right back the same way, if not better, than he was before. That boy got a skill set. That boy got a skill set out of this world for a 7-footer. Name me another 7-footer. Dirk might have had a little. Dirk had a little bit of it, but it ain't another 7-footer that's doing what he doing, man. Yeah. So I'm going with KD all day.
You going KD? Okay. Hey, no. Drop it on me, dog.
Bro, you asked an almost impossible question right there, right? Because
right.
I love both of them dudes too, bro. Yeah. I love both. I mean, they were dogging out KD. Remember when he came out of Texas because he was too skinny. Oh, he
Right.
can't bench press 135 pounds. Who can't do that? And now he going to the pros. They gonna push him around, blah, blah, blah. And he just went in there and just started throwing daggers. And he's really been very durable. And for somebody to be that tall, to move like that. Hey, but look, Tracy McGrady, boy, let me tell you something. Yeah, Max, you're right. He was a dog. He was a
Yes, sir.
dog.
Yes, sir.
He was a dog. He got the innocent little face, off court. He get on court, he get the basketball in hand, he turned into like, he's like the Tasmanian. I mean, he running through you. He running through you.
And he hit him with the beep beep
out.
like Christensen did, old girl. Looked at him and then beep beep and took off.
Yeah. Yeah. And what you gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? I'm big, I'm fast, I got handles. Here I go. Watch me fly.
How
You know what I'm
do
saying?
Yeah.
All he gonna be is a highlight.
Yeah.
Well, so this, I think, okay, so I think it just break down to like, this is one of them questions to where you can pick either one and you can't be wrong because the metrics are so broad, because like the good fact that you made was Akita was in the era McGrady played in, he was doing that when they was just like, you come to the hole, the boys were hitting you with a set of brass knuckles. You know what I'm saying? They didn't care if you weren't bleeding, it wasn't no foul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then Kevin Durant, to what Leo was saying, his skill set, like, man, he just one of the purest shooters. And I'm talking about, I ain't even talking about guard, forward. I'm talking about just one of the purest shooters, period.
Player, period.
Player. And then he's like this dude is like up consistently in the 90s from the free throw line. At a 7-footer. And I mean, he got it jump shot wet from everywhere. And then he can put the ball on the floor. But McGrady could give you a 2-step dock. And I'm talking about and get to the rim and make you famous, dog. If you don't, I'm telling you right now, if that guy would make you famous trying to guard him, doc, in the worst way. You know what I'm saying? Because he'd embarrass you, man. You know what I'm saying? That dude
Hey, we're gonna need you to give us an answer though. You need to pick one of them players though. You waffling, dog. Which one is it?
I ain't gonna give you.
Pick one, dog. You can't do that.
I didn't get one
you
either.
exercised your whole privileges last week. Carolina thing. You can't do that this week.
If I had to pick one, If I had to pick one,
come on.
I'm going T-Mac. I'm going T-Mac.
All right. Check this out, Tim. I'm going to rewind because I didn't make a choice either, right? I just told you how great both of them were. Lev, I got to go with you, dog. I got to go. If I had to make a choice, I got to go with KD. The defense was a little better. And just like you said, a 7-footer moving around like that, taking you to the hole and just shooting it. As soon as he walk in the gym, he's in range, right? Yeah. So you can't. I mean, so when he's dealing with lingering injury or something wrong with his shin or his knee, guess what? He just don't drive to the hole. He just kill you from 15 feet, 18 feet, 26 feet. And he just have no range.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
And it ain't nothing you can do about it because he's 7 feet tall and it ain't like you're going to jump up and block his jump shot.
No, you ain't going to block his shot. But you couldn't block T-Mac either because he had a high release and he shot the ball kind of behind his head and then he would fade too. He had a high release. You know what I'm saying? And T-Mac wasn't no midget now. He was like, 6'7", long, range, wingspan long, made him about 7 feet. But so I would just say, man, you can't, it's like the old saying going, in the military cadence, am I right or wrong? And are we going strong?
Right.
All right.
And right now, it's a tie.
All right, so I'm going to push it on to the next one then, since we all flunked out, by the way. We all flunked out.
Right. Yeah, that was a no-win situation.
Yeah, we tap dancing like tap dancing all around. Okay, so I got one more, one that you might be able to get to right away. Man, Sample Son or Good Times, dog. Which one y'all like?
Man, you coming with all the impossibilities tonight.
I'm gonna start with you, 84. Let's go. Let's 84. Let's go.
Sanford & Son or Good Times. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Man, that's a tough one.
I'll give you my answer right off the top. This ain't no debate for me. But I'm gonna let you go.
I already know where you're going.
Yeah.
Well, If I had to make a decision, I'm just gonna go with Sanford and Son.
Okay.
That's all. I'm going with Sanford and Son.
You care to elaborate?
I'm coming to see you, Elizabeth. This is the big one. I'm coming to see you. That goddamn Red Fox, dog. That's enough said, man. Red Fox, man.
Yeah, Red Fox was a man, dog. He was a man.
Yeah.
He was a man. Leon, what you going with, man?
Man, hey, I hate to be that dude, man, but I'm going with good time. I'm going with Dynamite. I'm going with
You going
Kid
with Dynamite?
Dynamite.
Ain't we lucky we
Hey.
got him?
I'm going with Dynamite, dog. That boy,
Yeah.
hey, that show right there. Oh, check it out. I love Sanford and Son. You got Fred. Fred gonna do his thing. Lamont throw something in there every once in a while. Grady and Esther, they do their little thing. But that's that good time, man. Everybody had a big prominent role in that thing. So of course you got JJ, you know, the clown. Then you got James. Everybody scared to death of him. James Evans Sr. Everybody scared of him. Then you got Michael doing his thing. Michael, the smart guy. And then you got old beautiful Thelma,
Yeah.
Walona. He done
Yeah.
got a penny done got burned with the iron. I mean, it's so many different ways you can go with it, man. Hey, Buffalo Bookman coming and
You
knocking on
can't,
the door and ain't gonna
and
fix it.
Walona. You can't forget about
Hey.
Walona now. You know what I'm
Can't
saying?
forget about Walona.
You
Can't
know?
forget about Walona. Yeah. So they deep.
Well, I'm
Good
gonna tell you
times are
now.
deep.
I'm gonna tell you right now, dog. If every kid thought that there was any chance that if you did something wrong, that you gonna have to go home and see James for a butt whipping, dog, oh, the world be a better
Oh
place.
no, dog.
You just know that
Yeah,
he
you
was
ain't
gonna
coming
tear
home.
your ass up. I don't care what you do. You know that if he gets you in that room, dog, with that brown belt that he had choked up in them pants that he wore every episode, them same pants, the pants,
Yes, sir.
that brown belt that was
Yes,
choked.
sir.
If he took that belt off, dog, because you could just tell by the way he threatened Michael to let him know, I'll knock your soul out, boy. You better quit playing with me. You know what I'm saying? You just know
Hey,
you
had the
finna get
whole
that
family
work.
shook.
Yeah, the whole family
Whole
shook, dog.
family
Florida
was
when he
shook.
get out like, I done heard enough, Florida. I done heard enough, Florida. I done heard
Right.
enough. What dog? Who you got, man?
Hey, I'm gonna go against a great man. I'm gonna jump back on old Fred G. Sanford, man. Fred G. Sanford was an entrepreneur, brother. Fred G. Sanford knew how to he running a business in his front yard.
Yeah.
You're right.
A whole junkyard in his front yard. And he was the first inventor of hidden safe.
Okay.
Y'all know
Okay.
that he go to that where the telephone was sitting on that telephone stand, he hit that drawer, hit that, and then that drawer pop open.
Hit it 2 times.
Well, he ate.
Hit it 2 times. 2 times on the side and 1 time on top.
It was always money in there. Oh, a bottle
Yeah,
of old
Fred.
White Rose. He had him something. Fred.
So I'm gonna tell you, my choice is Fred G, dog. It's Fred because Red Fox, hey man, hey, and Grady and all them, let me watch a little bit of television. You know what I'm saying? Him and old Bubba, dog. Bubba say he want his dad. Did Bubba ever get his dad a record? Did he ever get him?
Huh?
Did Bubba ever get his dad a record? Because he wanted his dad a record now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he never got it.
He never get a record.
He never
He
get it. I
never
want
got
my
the
dad's record. You know
He
what
ain't
I'm
never
saying?
got no record. Nah, he ain't never got it.
But you know, real quick though, before we move to the next thing, this is something that I learned after the fact. This was wild, man. I didn't know that Donna and Esther were siblings in real life.
Oh wow. I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know
Yeah,
that.
me
I
either.
did not know that.
Me either.
I didn't know that. That boy dropping that ball here. Reason all right now, boy. I'm telling y'all. I mean,
Fun
reason,
fact.
y'all.
In the wild, hey, you been out there on the wild with the World Wide Web.
Right.
I mean, read, Shawty. Y'all see the thing, genius. This there. I mean, read, Shawty. Be read.
Yeah, I like old
Okay.
Fred G. Sanford too. I can go with Fred G. Sanford too. I can go with either one of them. That's another one. That's another impossible choice.
We don't flip them, y'all. We don't flip them. We don't flip them, y'all. We don't
Yeah,
flip
y'all,
them,
y'all
man.
flip me a little bit, dog.
That's like Georgia, South Carolina. We don't flip them, dog. We don't flip them.
Fred G. Sam.
Hey, just women's basketball. That's all. Just women's basketball.
Okay, so take it out. All right, now this was a good one right here. So last, this is that. Best movie franchise. This you, Big Lev. Best movie franchise, man. Rush Hour with Bad Boys.
Man, you done threw me out there with that one, man. I got to think on that one. Let's see. Off the top.
English.
Off the top, man. Yeah, I gotta go with Rush Hour, man. That doggone, hey, both of them, man. Jackie Chan and doggone Chris Tucker, boy, they some fools. And it's still funny. Hey, that movie can come on. Them Rush Hours, they can come on now, and I'll still sit there and watch the whole thing like I've never seen it before, and still laugh.
Start to finish. Start to finish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Akita, what you got?
Man, if I think about Peel County, I'm gonna still probably go Rush Hour, even though honorable mention. I watch the Bad Boys because Martin them stupid, but Chris and Jackie, that's a different dynamic, man.
Yeah,
them guys, they got together with that, man. A lot of that stuff was off scripted, and Chris was just saying what the heck he wanted. I'm like, come on, bro. Do you?
That's true.
And then he doing. I'm like, what? And he gonna talk about he know kung fu.
Yeah. He just got that. He come with it off the dome. It's just
chemistry between them. Then you wasn't expecting Jackie to be funny, but Jackie came back with that same. That same.
Jackie is funny. Jackie funny though.
Yeah, he is funny. Naturally funny.
Yeah. And then
when they were singing that song, dog, when he was on that swing, when he was singing that song, dog, when they were doing that little duet on Rush Hour 2 or Rush Hour 2, that was funny, dog. That was funny.
Hey, they different, man. You wasn't expecting Jackie to be funny, man, and do some of the stuff he did, but that chemistry between them, man, like, dang, this dude just pops right in and dish it back out.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And don't show us, man.
It's straight up Rush Hour, man. It's not even a competition on that one. I like both of them, but Rush Hour funny as hell. Just like Liv said, if that shit's on right now,
you gonna watch it.
You'll stop what you're doing and watch it.
Right.
Which one of y'all just kicked me?
You want to see this?
Hey, I'm just curious.
Hey, my favorite line was when he was out there directing traffic and he pulled the two girls over and he said, "Why are you so big?" And the girl said, "I got a thyroid problem. Well, stop eating." That thing was running, man. So I'm Rush Hour. I'm Rush Hour on that one, dog. I'm Rush Hour all day long. And they all good. But Rush Hour, and they all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna jump into our most serious topic here tonight, man. This is called the head lead. This topic is the one that we find is trending all the time, man. That jumps out and grabs our attention, what's going on in the world and whatnot. And so the head lead tonight, question of the night is, how concerned should we be about younger generations, how younger generations will view politics and how it works? I'll start with you, Liv.
Okay. How concerned should we be about how younger generations will view politics and how it works?
Right.
Well, I mean, real concern, very concerned. I just think because so many things are at a crossroads right now, man, and it can go left or right. It can go great or it can go bad. And so I think right now, it's all in the spotlight. Everybody can see what's happening. And so for the future, those people that are going to be, not just voting, but actually out there running for office, involved in politics, I'm concerned about that because it's like a lot of younger people right now, I don't think they are as engaged as they need to be. I don't think they are as knowledgeable as they need to be. And I'm not just talking about, high schoolers, like the people that I deal with on a regular basis. I'm talking about even some college students, even some that may be a little older than that, young adults. I just think we should, they gotta be serious about it because like I tell my students all the time, it's going to affect them more than it's going to affect me. All right, it's going to affect them. So they got, I'm concerned about how serious they're going to take it, and whether they just going, not be involved in it. Because I've heard that a few times. I've heard people talking about not voting. I've heard people talking about not really caring who's in, who's in this seat or who's in that seat. So I'm concerned about it. I'm overly concerned about it.
So reasonably speaking, and you gave some measures that we can do to, I guess the thing is just counsel and talk about it. You just got to keep the conversation going, basically, and kind of let them know that you need to be taking this more serious.
Yeah.
Okay, Ando,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that?
I'm somewhat concerned, again, the question, how concerned should we be about how younger generations will view politics and how it works? So I'm not overly concerned. There is a lot of division going on in the country right now, but throughout our time growing up, you always have one particular party that's preaching or pushing, hope or a more, futuristic message, all-inclusive message. And then you always have another party, and you can switch them up how you want, and the sky is always falling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then every election cycle is like, this is the end of the world as you know it. If this group was, and I think that was prevalent when we were young and started voting, and that message is still the same now, unfortunately. So it's like, which are you going to go with the group of people that sees a better future, and that's the message that they're preaching, or the ones that's scaring you to death and telling you, if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen to you? Guess what? We still here. We're still standing. So I think it's gonna. I'm somewhat concerned, but I think they'll figure it out just like we figured it out. And my voting preferences and choices have changed just depending on the situation and the people, the state that I'm in,
right,
and all those good things. If you do your research on both parties, both candidates or whatever, and then you make an informed decision from there.
You know what? That's comforting, man, that you say that, and that's a good way to look at it, because I'm glad you mentioned that. That was what you just said was powerful. Like, we did have to endure that in our lifetime, but we figured it out, and the people before us figured it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's comforting to hear that, because you can get caught up in all of the chaos of it all, man. It's either, like you said, it's either doom and gloom, or you know what I'm saying, they promise you stuff that they can't realistically fulfill. So it's just like we just constantly in a state where we got to pick the lesser of two evils.
Right.
And so that's a really good point, Max.
So when I look at the state of our young folk, and when it comes to their take on politics, I kind of talk to mine, and I talk to my kids about it a lot, and where they head at, and what reality is and what they see as reality. Like I was messing with my one of my youngest daughter a little while ago. I'm like, look, I said, you over there talking about TikTok. You always think y'all on TikTok 7, 8 hours a day. I pretty much say I think y'all know y'all on TikTok 7, 8 hours a day, and then you'll tell me some kind of news that came off of TikTok. I'm like, well, when you watch the regular news, like
yeah.
CBS or NBC, MSNBC, CNN, whatever you want to throw it on multiple channels and see and compare the three different variations of the news, and you'll see. Then you take from that and figure out what the actual reality is, and you take the truth and do your own research, and then you go from there. But a lot of research and the things that they need, the youth, I would say, need to start doing now is doing some research into what they're saying, instead of just relying on TikTok and Instagram and X to get daily news that they think is the actual news that they need to be listening to. I was kind of listening to Ricky Smiley morning show this morning, right? And I think it was Rock T was talking about some of the politics right now and how some prominent folk are deciding which way they're gonna, who they should be voting for, who Ricky should be voting for. And they pretty much been berating him about who he decided to back. And I'm like, that kind of throws you to it kind of skews you to that particular group of folk, because their mindset is, to me, is not about, right or wrong, indifferent, what can be beneficial for the country in the long term. It's about their particular financial gain in the near future is what they're thinking. For him to still stand on his principles and to choose the direction he chose, I'm not concerned with that. I'm concerned with what's going to happen with my kids and my grandson that's coming up in the future if we decide to go a certain way, right? Because you always got to you got to make a decision on for yourself and what you think is best for your family, et cetera, and your generations that's coming up behind you. Because again, like y'all said, it's not going to be us that's going to have to endure that, because we've been here a while, in times of getting short. Our calendar is starting to run its course in a sense, right? So you gotta try to push them and just advocate for them. Tell them, look, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not telling you who to do, but I'm telling you, look at the tables. If you start stacking the tables, you set up a stack of cards and you pull away from them cards and start saying, hey, if I draw this ace of spades again, right? I got a stack of ace of spades right here. How many spades gonna go in your favor? How many of them books you gonna get? How many books you get from that? Because you're not gonna get them same books. Because somebody else gonna get them books. You're not gonna get them. Way to spend that to where it's more beneficial to them versus it is you. So you got to stand there and look in the mirror and ask yourself what you're gonna do. And when it comes to that, when that scenario hits you in the face, and I use it for an example. I tell them, look, I said when I got stationed at Washington, hey, Watchdog, know what I'm talking about. I said when I ended up at Rock Island, somebody told me to go to Rock Island. Say, you better take that. So I took that job, took that assignment, got the family there. I'm like, I'm hunting trying to find somewhere to stay, then decided to stay in Bendorf, on the Bendorf side of Rock Island. So we finally found a house to stay in. Took a minute. And then one day, because you can only have so much trash, we just moved in, you can only have 2 trash bags outside your trash can with a sticker that you got to buy to put on the trash bag. Or if not, they're going to leave the bags right there on the side of the road. So one day, I had to take some extra trash loaded on the back of the truck, go to the dump. I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, cool, we're going to go to the dump. Pulling out the driveway.
Yeah, I remember this, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pulling out the driveway to Sammy. At the same time, I'm making a left out of the driveway. It's a Bendorf's Finest making a left to come down the street that we're on. So as I made a left to go out where he just made a left in, he turned up in my driveway. So I'm like, I said, I know this dude about to be following me. Like clockwork, I made it right by the hotel that we had stayed in, made another light. About 2 miles down the road, I finally got the Red Lobster. Pulled me over in Red Lobster parking lot. Followed me from my house all the way to that Red Lobster. Pulled me over, first thing he said, you ain't got a front license plate. I said, okay. I just got here. I don't need a front license plate because I'm stationed over here at the Arsenal. He said, oh, you a soldier? I'm like, yeah. You looked at my sticker when you walked up. He looked dead at it, and then said, well, your tent too dark. Hold on, dude. So after that, I got the whole family in the vehicle. I kind of cracked the window a little bit more. I said, man, you pulled me over for, you say I didn't have a front license plate. I just told you why I don't have one, because I just got it from Tennessee. I ain't required to have it. I say, so, but if I got to get these tags here, I'm going to get it, right? So it kind of, and for my wife, because she political junkie, we was in that area where, it's political, it's the political mecca for her. She excited. So I started looking at things more in depth when I come to that, and I started trying to talk to my kids about that, or any kind of youth, even my nephew, because he was staying with me, trying to talk to him about the same thing, like, choices gonna make you. And you gotta start looking at that in that perspective.
But what's different is that we always have some type of criteria.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's
and
exactly what I get to. What do you want? criteria? What's going to make you make a choice?
Yeah.
You know,
We have normalized in this country. We've taken, when people just blatantly do stuff wrong, instead of us holding people accountable anymore like we used to, we just normalize it and say it just happened. And we accepted that.
Well, we know.
And that's what then happened. And it's kind of changed the culture in a sense. It's changed the way that democracy is viewed, because people take democracy and they think, well, I can say what I want and I can do what I want. No, there's still laws. There's still consequences for things you do. You know, being honest, having some integrity, having some character and stuff like that, that didn't just go away. That still matters. It's just if people choose to do it or not.
But see, part of the problem right there, man, part of the problem, you're 100% right. And Ando said something earlier, man. Ando said, just like, you know, our ancestors, they figured it out. We figured it out. And going back to the, you know, the question is talking about the younger generation, you know, how are they going to view politics? They're going to figure it out. But here's my problem is this. Think about the last election, not this one going on now, but the last election. And we had somebody, I'm sorry, not the last one before. And we had somebody in office that was, I mean, dirty, you know, there's just a dirty person, ain't no way around it. And so now what happened was, look at the results of what happened. What happened was we got a packed Supreme Court that's making some major decisions, all right, that's affecting a whole bunch of people, all because enough people didn't get out to vote, you know, to maintain that democracy that's been there, you know, in this country forever. You know, the decency and all of that stuff you just talked about. You end up having somebody in office, and not just one person. You end up having some people in office that said, hey, we're going to get these people at the highest court. We're going to get them in the highest court. One of them in a very bad way, when it was, you know, a Democratic president was supposed to be choosing somebody, and they went ahead.
They blocked it.
Yeah. Mitch McConnell. All right, they waited.
And when we talk about lifetime appointments, man, these people are there for life.
For life.
And that's why I'm concerned. That's why I say I'm concerned, because, you know, you think about who can get, once you get those people in place, those people that don't care and don't have a heart and are just truly just out for themselves or their party, once you get them in place to make major decisions like what's going on now, it's hard to fix that. You can't just say, okay, yeah, we got a packed Supreme Court and we're gonna get around this. No, they can make some major changes just by saying, hey, this is what this president wants, or this is what I want, so I'm voting this way. You know, think about the things that's been changed.
That will affect us for generations.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like those. Look, I know a lot of y'all watching this show, but I'm gonna keep it 100. Like we always keep it 100. Okay. When the Constitution was written, and because of slavery and all that, think about those. Those decisions that were made then affected generations of things as it pertains to people of color. This is the same. This is no different. So it don't matter. So there's the biggest target in racism now, of course, is economic racism now. So because it doesn't, it's beginning to draw a definitive line in this country. It's the have and have nots. If you don't have this, then I'm not caring about it. That's what it's boiled down to.
Yeah, and it's more than just race. I think it's more just like what you said, the haves and have-nots. I think that's the biggest divide. I won't even look at it like a color thing. I think it's the have-nots. That's where the line is.
You know, and they try to protect that, which is a perfect segue. So we all see a lot of stuff, man, that just make us just mad as hell during the week. But we'll see it and you be like, man, that's, you know what I'm saying, all week long, or you've been thinking about it. So off the dome, man, I want to know, man, what are you putting on blast this week? And you are not trying to have none of that. You putting the end to it today. What's on your mind? Any topic, man. I'll start, and I'll give y'all time to think about it. I'm going to give you mine right out the gate. I am sick and tired of people, when I'm out there in public, coming up to me, they talk to you, and then as soon as they, just general conversation, what do you do, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. The first thing out of your mouth when you tell them that you retired military or something like that is that you. I'm so tired of hearing. Let me tell y'all something. I'm real lucky. Yeah, I'm real lucky. Okay. Let me put this in perspective for you. I lost a lot of birthdays, holidays, anniversaries.
Right.
Been deployed
Right.
3 times, wounded in action. You know, just a whole plethora of things. But I'm lucky. Like I didn't get up every morning and go out there and do that deed and serve these folk. Ain't luck. Let me tell you something, man. I worked hard. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't, if there's no end state in there, you have to constantly, even if you're not physically working, figure out a way to make sure your family is good. Bro, I'm not lucky. I chose a path. You know what I'm saying? You chose a path, and that's what we're going with. I'm sick and tired of that. I'm sick and tired of people telling me I'm lucky, dog, because they don't understand what you have to go through to get there. So for all y'all out there think we lucky, military folk, we ain't lucky. You lucky. You lucky that we decided to do that job and you didn't have to do it. You the one that's lucky. You know what I'm saying? You real lucky. You just don't understand. Lucky your ass is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ando, elaborate.
Yeah, I just don't think they know what to say in those terms. You lucky, and maybe they should use the word, thank you for your service. I'm glad you're alive to, benefit from the sacrifices you made for the country, for your family. I think that's what they really mean, but they just don't know how to say that. So they just, a lot of them say, you're lucky that you just, that you didn't die when you was over there. Now now they compensating you for your injuries. Yeah. And so, all right, well, let me go on and clock in, store just open here at McDonald's. So I don't know. They don't know how to say, they just don't know how to say it, bro. That's all. That's all. But I can understand how that gets to you. Now, what gets to me, what I'm sick and tired of in today's day and age, right now, in this moment, what's getting on my nerves, the Olympics just happened. And we had some athletes that went there and, they didn't win the gold. We got you got to be cocky for one to be an athlete, right? Okay. I was very athletic. I competed at a high level when I was in school, like I heard. But you have to have a level of cockiness. And these guys, they're getting all on Noah Lyles. They're getting all on Sha'Carri Richardson. Oh, they didn't win the gold in that other event. Oh, they talked up. I'm seeing the Noah. Oh, she did. She ain't nothing. Blah blah blah. She won us. Listen, if first of all, just to be in the Olympics is an accomplishment because you go through several qualifiers, best talent in your field, in the world, or in your
world.
Major.
In the world.
Major.
Say it again.
To go to these qualifying events, just to get to the next qualifying event, to qualify for the Olympics, one, that's a major win, right? That's a major win for you, your family. You're getting endorsements, you're getting recognition, all your hard work and efforts, people are recognizing you for that. They're paying attention to it, right? And so for folks to just come because I didn't win the gold medal in this, I got a silver, I got a bronze. Dude, a bronze is like a gold medal. When you've been training your life 3 and 4 years for this one moment in time against the best in the world. And so I'm sick of people coming down on folks because they didn't win the gold just because they're cocky when they're out there.
They
competing.
don't understand. That person with that bronze medal ain't mad that they got that lifetime endorsements and all these other stuff. They ain't mad about that at all.
You're talking about, and then when you're talking about the difference between first and second place in most instances, it's hundredths of a seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the person's right there. They need slow motion replay. This shit that they couldn't figure out in the 50s and 60s, they'll just say, fucking a tie, or depending on just what you look like or where you're from, give it to that guy,
The separation is mosquito land, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
a mosquito wings head. I mean, that's the difference between first and goddamn third. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? So why are we criticizing? So that's what I'm sick of. I'm sick of folks being critical of major accomplishments that people have made. You don't have to say anything. Shut up. But why you being critical? Why you getting on these people's pages and talking all this freaking nonsense? And that's what I'm sick and tired of. You know,
Yeah,
Right
a
on.
lot of people don't even know
negative
what happened with that
all
stuff
the
in New
time.
Orleans,
I
man.
don't
They
care what
just
you say positive. Then somebody got to say, man, it's a nice day today. Yeah, I see a cloud
right.
over there, though, man. You know it's going to be raining tomorrow. Oh, here we
Yeah.
go. But, you know, people have something. I don't care what positive you say, what positive thing. Somebody got something negative to say, and I'm just sick of people that always have something freaking negative to say and want to shit on other people's goddamn parade. That's not what it's all about, baby. It's about
No
being
doubt.
positive, man. It's
No doubt.
showing love, man. That's all. That's all. You ain't got nothing good to say. It's okay to be quiet.
Just leave it alone. Big Lev.
I thought you were about to steal my thunder a little bit there, Ando, for a minute, man, because I'm going with the Olympic Committee too. Well, Olympic Committee, not just the Olympics. So
Gotcha.
I'm going with this whole Jordan Childs thing. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this Jordan Childs thing. So just like you just described, you know, you go to this qualifying tournament to get to this
Mm-hmm.
qualifying tournament to get
Yep.
to another qualifying tournament to make it to the Olympics, and then you make it, and then you do everything that you're supposed to do to win a bronze medal. And then when you win that bronze medal, you leave the country and you coming on back to the States. You make it back home. You still got your bronze medal. Now, all of a sudden, days later, because of a mistake that the judges made, you know, because of a mistake that the judges made, now you want me to take this bronze medal and send it back
Yep.
to somebody else who I outscored them. Now, it's not Jordan Child's fault that the judges left something out. They admit that they left these points out that she should have gotten. That's why they originally gave it to her. So
That
if
was
they
my
gave
argument.
it to her, yeah,
That was my
if you
argument
gave it
too,
to her
Don.
and you admit that you made the mistake, and you got a crazy 1 minute rule. They got 1 minute to come back and say, hey, this is wrong. Yeah, y'all missed this point. And I guess what are they saying? They were 4 seconds off, 4 or 7
Yeah,
seconds.
but what's more important, right or wrong? Did you do it in
Right.
60 seconds? I agree with you. Go
Yeah.
ahead. I ain't even cut you off,
Yeah.
but that's just ridiculous. Though.
Yeah. That's the thing. What's most important? The most important thing is if you can see the routine and you say that she did more than this other person did to win this bronze medal, why are you letting a little small technicality like that overrule what you saw with your own eyes? That's my thing. So if hey, I say if you don't want to, you say this other person is supposed to get this bronze medal, give her one too, but don't take one back from somebody who did what they were supposed to do and you
I agree.
made the mistake. That's
I
my
agree.
thing. So if you got to give, which has been done before, like last year, they had those two high
Yeah,
jumpers. I think it was a pole,
that's right.
one of the two.
I
They
remember that.
agreed they weren't going to do
And they
a
split it,
runoff,
gave
whatever
both
you
of them
want to
there,
call it.
right? They gave both
Yeah,
of them medals,
so
right?
they can,
Mhm. Yeah,
right, yeah, gave both
yeah,
of them gold medals. So they can do
yeah.
the same
And they
thing
should
with
have.
this.
That was the right thing to do.
But that shouldn't even be the first thing. Should be she won it, so just give her hers, and the other person
Give
just got to
her
do
hers.
it because
Because he
hey,
did beat her. She did
she
have
beat
a
her.
better time than she did.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
know?
and then too, yeah, you're right, brother. It's the committee's fault because first of all, they're the ones who made the mistake, and then give her that 10th point that she needed because of the level of difficulty. So there
right.
shouldn't have been a protest if they've been doing their jobs properly and graded the score
There it
right
is.
the first time.
Mhm.
And
There
then
it
you go
is.
back and look at the replay, and they were actually there in 45 or 47 seconds when they
Right.
recorded.
Yeah,
That's
47.
right.
That is right. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it's yeah, that's nonsensical, bro.
Max, take us home with it, bro.
I'm gonna take you home with it real quick since we on the Olympics talk, you know. Yeah, and hey, White Dog, yeah, I agree with about the other stuff that get on your last nerve. I'm with you with that. But that one with the one gymnast that tried to come for Simone, you know, talking about her work ethic and all that.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Right.
yeah.
yeah.
Then when the Simone Biles fan club started lighting into her butt, she want to call Cry Wolf and try to get Simone to help her. But you started. You called for that. You gonna talk about that lady's work ethic. Do you not see how she dominated the Olympics in all apparatuses? I know she
And they
failed.
acting like this is her first time down. This girl is probably the best gymnast ever.
And
You
then
know
they
what
got
I'm
She
saying?
was talking about the whole team. He talked about the whole team, not just Simone.
yeah. I mean, then you got the ones that's coming for Simone talking about, you know, she quit on she walked out on us for the Tokyo Olympics. The lady had the twisties. So you just want her to go out there and still do an apparatus and can't see where she landed. So she landed on the neck and kill herself. Now what? Are y'all kidding me? But you got the audacity to be mad at her because she left you left your team in the Olympics. She didn't leave. She still stayed there and supported y'all. She just couldn't compete, right. Which gave you all opportunity to win the medals that she would have won if she would have competed. So now the door was open for you to prove that you deserve to be on the team.
So you got your shot.
Yeah,
you got your shot.
Gave you the keys to the vehicle right there. Open it. Hey, here you go. Here you go. Here's the keys to the Mercedes right now. You go ahead and take it now. You can get this. You can get it. But you too busy focused on the fact thinking that she could be able to go. No, I could injure myself. And then they still bringing that up. And 4 years later, you still talking about the same thing? Or we said it?
Yeah. Well, I think that like so, and I just hate to say this, but it's just fact. It's just fact. It's just fact. I'm just stating fact. Okay, I ain't coming to nobody. I'm just stating fact. If that would have been Mary Lou Retton or somebody in that situation, the conversation would just be different. That's just fact. It's just fact.
It's just like it's just like I know people that was coming for Sha'Carri because she did that look at old girl. That look when she ran by and gave her that BB run out. She took off. I'm like, I ain't had no problem with it. It's the A-type personality that you have to perform at that level of sports. And if
that's one of them things. You either hate it or you love it. You either love what she's doing or you hate it. There ain't no in between. I don't see anything wrong with it.
You can find all the things you want to talk about her. You can say that she ain't this and all that. But one thing that they need to be talking about is that girl be flat out running, dog. You got to be, if you beat her, you know what I'm saying? Rick Flair said it best. You beat a man, you got to beat the man.
Yes,
you ain't got to like the way I got there, but that girl can flat out get it done.
We were losing that relay until she brought it home in the end. We were behind going into that last leg.
There you go.
She ended up pulling it out. So you can't take that away from her.
Hey, listen, I think a lot of things that a lot of people in the public, especially people that don't play sports or compete, don't understand is like the human interaction with your opponent, prior to your event, right? And, you being cordial or whatnot. And, you've trained and you competed against these folks before. And you know how some people have those certain attitudes, like they're better than you.
Oh,
and what the cameras don't see, when they don't see them talking junk to you. They don't see them, blowing you off when you're just trying to be cordial. So you build this, you build this layer, right? And you have to build this persona to go out there and compete and do your best. Much like when you go to work every day and you got motherfuckers around there trying to shoot you down and try to keep you from getting promoted and don't want you to have access to information. It's the same freaking thing. And you got to navigate it how you navigate it. And change your personality to compete while you're right there competing in that workplace every day. And then, you take that mask off, when you come back home or when you're around people you feel comfortable with. But the human element and the interactions leading up to the event while you're training, you're dealing with all these other egos and you just being cordial. And you got cats that's like, you ain't better than me. They acting all crazy.
Well,
you got to put this persona on and get out there to get in that zone and compete in your workplace, to dominate in your workplace. And then
they're looking for a villain.
Complaining about that, that's their problem, bro.
They're looking for a villain. And unfortunately, as we see it a lot of times, man, a black woman is an easy target when it comes to that. Society has made black women. Society has made black women an easy target for a lot of stuff, Doc. But what they don't understand is that you aiming at the wrong person. That could very well be the person that we don't give the chance to go out there and show their greatness. That could be the very people that save the world, dog. And that's just my belief, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, so check it out. We appreciate y'all joining us tonight, man. We're gonna wrap the show with that. I thank y'all for joining us. And again, you can always reach us at baldheadreasoner@gmail.com, man, or you can follow either one of us on our Instagrams or Facebook. We all out there. You see our names in the thing there, or you can just search it. By the way, the first 10 people, man, that email me on Baldhead Reasoner and tell me that you subscribe to this show, the first 10 people, I'm going to send you an autographed copy, if you send me your information, of my book, Ununited, man, straight to you. Okay?
Great book.
It's on
Great
me.
book.
So if you subscribe to this thing, man, and you send me a screenshot to baldheadreasoner@gmail.com, say you subscribe and I like the show, whatnot, man, you send me your stuff and your address and whatnot, I'll send you a free copy of my autograph book, Ununited, man. Okay? So that's what we want to do, man. I hope y'all subscribe. Hit that link button. Go ahead and subscribe now. And check us out, man. We'll be here every Friday night at 10 p.m. We thank y'all for joining us, fellas. It's been real, man. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all, man. And I'll see y'all again on the flip side.
Yes, sir.
One more down. All right, fellas.
So.